everybody. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the Phoenix Podcast.
I'm Brandon McDevitt.
I'm Tiffany Piper.
And I'm Savannah Gatch. Today we're going to be talking all about 3D printers and printing.
This will be interesting.
Yeah. All right, Brandon, you wanna kick us off?
Glad to be back. Ready to get on the record. All right. Printers. Where's a good way to start? Which printers? Not printers. So 3D printers, if you haven't known, are like paper printers, but they make objects. So there's different types. You got FDM, which is just a flow that it's like a pencil basically. It just keeps on going up. It's as simple. It's hard to make an analogy for new technologies. You know what I mean? So I have a Creality right here. That thing sounds like a rocket engine, and I'll always say that forever because it is. You cannot sleep with that thing on. It will vibrate the house. All right. I hope to get a better printer far in the future, but that's a pretty good handy one. So yeah, what do you guys think about 3D printers?
Okay, so I think that it's like bomb.com. Like I think it's so cool that we can now like we don't have to like shape metal into things or create molds for things. Like we can just do it out of freaking thin air, you know? I think it's pretty neat. I've looked into printers, designing the stuff to physically print. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool too. Like I've never really seen one in person or anything, but I had a friend who lost the back of their calculator, and they literally printed the back of the calculator. It's really cool.
That's pretty neat.
Like that's awesome. You guys, here's a topic I love to talk about. Do you think 3D printers will be everywhere?
Yeah. I've seen like there are videos on YouTube that are like time lapsed, like crazy big things that like people are making. And yeah, it takes a while, but it's pretty freaking cool, you know? Like and I think that like eventually like there are faster ones. Like you can compare different ones currently that are like, oh, this one's faster than the other one, but this one, is yada yada yada. And I think eventually we're going to get to the point where it's faster, and then we're going to make it bigger, and then we're going to make that faster, and then that bigger. Okay. And it'll just be that.
Like a normal printer now.
Yeah. Like somebody's eventually going to print a car. Or parts of it.
That reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode where they had like the printer and he printed out Krabby Patties.
Features now.
Yeah. I think that was before I knew what a 3D printer was. So I thought it was cool. I was like, wow, he's printing Krabby Patties. Wow.
Do you think it's eventually going to get to food?
I don't know.
I think that's a completely different, like there's 3D printing, but then there's...
Yeah. Because at the end of the episode, it was like, oh, wow, these Krabby Patties taste like paper. Like, when you start... Then again, half these fast food restaurants sometimes taste like that. They taste so...
Yeah.
You never know what's in that stuff.
Okay. I've seen people 3D print organs. They'll do tissue, like a tissue filament.
Oh, yeah.
Or they'll burn it.
I don't know.
I don't like biology, but I was like, wow, this is real. Okay, we're doing it. Whoa. What do you guys think about industrial size printers?
Heck yeah. I want to buy a Tesla in the future, and it be 3D printed. That's what I want. I don't want that, like, don't you think that's so cool? Like,
wait, you're comparing plastic to aluminum? Do you want a plastic Tesla?
No. Here's the thing. once we get it, here's my thought. It's like right
I
now
know
it's
you
pretty
can
small.
grow like Brandon was saying, like you can grow an organ on a chemistry table now, like with chemistry and stuff. But even then, like, because you are doing that type of stuff, you are messing with genetics and like, you're messing around with a lot of things. And what if something wrong happens? Like, what if things go the
This is
complete opposite way?
Okay, here's what I'm thinking.
okay.
So
Yeah.
smaller printer, right? Can't get it as hot to melt metals that need to be that hot in order for you to in order for them to be malleable and shapeable and stuff like that. So the thought process that went through my brain was eventually we're going to get it so big that we will be able to get it to a higher temperature to where we can melt those metals. And then
Savannah, let me just say something. There is.
there is.
I'm pretty sure it's called the Metal Lab, but I don't know. But okay, here's the thing,
I
Savannah.
told you.
It's not a very large printer, so you can't print like a car door, but it's metal. So I
Okay.
definitely see you going there with the bigger printers, hotter thing. But a 3D printed car with parts, are the parts also 3D printed, or just the body?
Yeah, that
Who
kind of does
knows?
make me think. Like, if you're going to sit there and
The
print
leather?
food, it's one thing, like, if you're going to be sitting here printing food, it's one thing to print an apple and another thing to print a hamburger.
Yeah.
Because an
X.
apple is all the same substance except for, like, the stem and seed. While
Correct.
a hamburger, you're getting the lettuce, depending on what you want on the burger. Like, you're getting the meat, you're getting bread,
True.
your ketchup, whatever you're putting on it.
Okay, so let's say we get bigger and we're able to print parts of cars or cars with it, right?
I
So
think it's more possible
I
to
think
print,
it
like, parts of car and then putting it together.
I think
Still 3D printed.
I
Is that
agree
what you're
with
talking
you
about?
to an extent. I'm saying that to start off with, like, okay, let's say we get to the point where we have bigger pieces where we can print bigger parts of the car, or just separate individual pieces that we can use for the car because it's more cost efficient, because yada yada yada. My thought process here is that we eventually we start off with parts, then we eventually develop to where we're doing full ass cars, full cars.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
I
I can
think
see it, but at the
eventually.
same time, do you know how complicated that is?
I'm is it complicated? I agree with Tiffany on that part, but I'm also with Savannah that that would be really cool. Just
Not saying it wouldn't be cool,
one
it
car,
would.
just one car because it's that expensive. Like a Rolls Royce of 3D printer cars, just one of them.
Give me a Porsche 911 Boxer, please, and I will be living. Or a 718 Boxer, that one works too. That one works too.
And here's the
Just
thing.
give me one of those cars that it doesn't even have to be 3D printed. Just give me one of those cars.
True. Okay. And I think this is going to be cool. You can 3D print your car. You know, Tesla has a really customizable options. You know, from the wheel, the trims, I should say, color, the
Mhm.
different like speed controls, everything. The whole car is customizable. You're literally building it. All right. And with 3D printers being customizable, that would be so cool to drive the freaking Batmobile because it's 3D printed, right? That would be cool.
That would be so, like,
That's epic.
oh man, that would
But
be
what if someone else
amazing.
had the Batmobile? I kind of that'd be stupid. Two, a bunch, all the people have Back to the Future DeLoreans. That'd be sad, but it'll look cool. It'll look cool. That's the important thing here. Cool. Gotta be
It'll
cool.
look cool.
It'll look cool.
Key. That's the key, man. It'll look cool.
I don't know if you guys know about this, but they're planning to send printers, these industrial sized printers, to Mars.
I don't doubt
And
it. Yes.
they're gonna
Okay.
build houses before we get there. So they're gonna be so they're a filament, you know what I mean? is made up of the dirt there, so
Mhm.
they can save fuel on other things. What do you guys think about them, or not them? I just personificationize under the word printers. Holy cow! What
Well,
do you think
hey,
about printers
yeah.
building civilization on another planet? Even not even in
I
Africa.
think we should try here first.
Okay. All right.
Just
Yeah,
because
I do
I want to
agree.
see it really soon, and I don't think I'm going to be a billionaire that soon. So,
Okay. All right. Tiffany, what do you think about 3D printed civilization?
Like 3D printing a human.
No, no, but like buildings and
Oh, okay. So
everything
that
that.
doesn't seem so bad. And to me, I wouldn't. I can see like 3D printing parts and stuff to build stuff, but I personally couldn't see like making a complete house out of 3D
Okay.
printer. But I can see like making parts for a car and parts for like and like then building them. Cause I don't know, to me, what the building a car, the fun of building a car is having your adult Lego parts to put together of building the car and the house.
but if I had a 3D printer and I could build a little Lego car or maybe the freaking Harry Potter castle, uh,
Hogwarts.
yeah, Hogwarts. If I could print Hogwarts, then I would jump on that. And like I feel like sitting there watching it would be the satisfaction of putting all the Lego pieces together. Maybe that's just me, but
Watching the
Like
Prince
the
print.
time lapse would be cool
yeah,
and all,
the
but
time lapse would be pretty cool too. That is true.
I want you to know that the 3D printing. Okay. Uh, so you have a thing called the nozzle size. So a pencil versus a Sharpie and layer height. They can have it like this, or a little bit. It's faster. So printing something, filling something with a Sharpie is faster than a pencil. Everyone does
Yeah.
that.
mhm.
Watching a detailed print go up is painstaking. It's like watching paint dry. All right, the
Paint
outcome
dry.
is
It's like
cool.
watching golf. Yeah.
It's cool, but you'll go walk away, eat something for an hour. You walk back in, you're like, it didn't do anything, and that will go on for however long. Sometimes 24 hours. It can go on for 2 days, 3 days. I've had a print for 3 days. 3 days, but it looks good.
Mhm.
It looks good. But 3 days is painstaking. Time lapses aren't real. All right. There's a clock. Do you see like a clock in the background?
Yeah.
Sometimes
And
there's a
it's
clock.
like
It's just like painstaking. But I'm totally up for
Yeah,
it.
that's where I'm thinking like were you with talking about building civilizations and stuff. I'd rather I think it would be faster and more effective if they were just to say we do get faster at like 3D printing like the parts of an object
Okay.
than putting it together. It would be more to me it seems like it would be more effective to do it that way.
All right. I feel you on that. I've seen this. I've seen these stories. Rocket Labs. They're in Austria, no, not Austria, Australia. It's a
Mhm.
small rocket company, and they'll 3D print parts for their rocket engine. And this is electric engine, all right? So we
okay.
don't gotta worry about that. But it's a it's pretty small. Surprising, like this could fit in your garage. You know what I mean? The whole rocket can fit in your garage. It's really small, but they're 3D printing engine that goes on a rocket, which goes in space. What do you guys think of that? You know,
Like 3D printed engines. I think
yeah,
that is pretty cool and that is very helpful. Like you don't have to worry about like forming everything. You already have your engine.
right.
My only question with this is So say we have an electric engine, like we're talking, we have wires to hook up, we have, we have to actually put the battery in it.
Mhm.
So when you say 3D printing an engine, the power's not gonna like. Do you still have to like hook up the power and like put this here and that there and here's the Raspberry Pi and all that?
Yeah. So the the rocket equation is, so when you're in a rocket, it's going up.
I
Fuel.
don't know, but I would love to.
All right. So the rocket has fuel in it. All right. We all know it has fuel. And as you're going up, it's losing fuel, and it gets
Mhm.
lighter. Right. That's the whole. But batteries don't get lighter as they get used. So the whole engine is just a big chunk, and the actual fuel tank is batteries. And it's weird to think about an electric
Mhm.
system inside, but their problem that they're facing is the the weight to thrust ratio of the batteries. So batteries, they're cool and all, but does it work on an engine? It works for them, I guess. So yes, you have all those complicated electronics. I wonder if that makes it a little bit more difficult instead of just pipes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a rocket engineer yet.
Yet
Yet.
Yes.
hold on to your seats. Yet.
Okay. So I read the statistic, um, but they said by 2025, about every household will have a 3D printer. I think it was 2025. I'm not sure. Maybe
By
2030.
2025.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, Dad, you need to go buy a 3D printer.
Yeah. Exactly. Go buy them. Everyone has them these days, right? What do
No,
you guys
not
figure out?
everyone.
That's true. Not everyone.
Working on it. Just give me the next 2 years ish,
Everyone
roughly.
Yeah. Give me another 5 years. That way I have it by 2025.
yes. So it kind of
Wait,
reminds me of like the
wait.
TV.
So when you say household, say 2025, looking around then, all three of us will be in college by then. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But does that mean like in each of our dorm, like each dorm you walk into at any college, they're gonna have some sort of 3D printer in there?
My,
I don't know
I
about that.
wish.
Oh, dude, my
That's
3D
awesome.
printer can't make an apple. Can you go make one?
Now I
Go
have a
go make
question.
go
I have a
do your
question. Okay, so we know what hardware is and we know what software is.
right.
Mhm.
And
3D
so
print
when
software.
I'm just thinking, like, I don't know why this is blowing my mind. I'm wondering that, like, if I'm a software designer, like, if I'm a software engineer and I need to 3D print a Raspberry Pi, if I need to, that's what it's called. Like
Are
not the
you
actual
printing
food.
Raspberry
Yeah, I know.
Pi?
No,
Oh,
she does.
I'm
I
So
don't know
thinking the
if she
basically,
gets it.
microcontroller.
Yeah,
The
somebody will know what I'm
microcontroller.
talking about, but
It's
Tiffany
a
might not.
computer.
Yeah,
It's like a computer.
yeah. So like a little like microchip, like or just some like some kind of like
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
My motherboard, basically.
yeah. Mm,
Motherboard.
motherboard, that thing. So if I'm a software engineer, I need this piece, and I go to a hardware engineer and ask them for that piece. Can they print me that, and it'll work? Like the power that thing is supposed to have, can you just 3D print it out of thin air, out of plastic, and it work? Or like maybe if we get to the point where we have metal, does that still work like that?
Uh, I am not familiar with 3D printing um, circuit boards.
Okay. Circuit boards. There we go. Yeah.
Um,
Andrew, I mean, Brandon, we expect you to know all these things.
um, so for
Brandon, we
printing,
expect you to know everything.
Andrew
Learn
actually knows
it. I'm
everything,
just
so
kidding. I'm
that's
just
where that
kidding.
came from. I'm joking.
because I
Huh?
don't want to say that the technology is not there, but I'm just not sure.
Yeah. I'm
There's
wondering if maybe like a majority of the stuff that I see people 3D print is like a part for this or a part for that, or like just simple things, or like just like pieces to go with other things. So I'm wondering
right.
if like that will, I know it will be a possibility eventually, but is
Okay.
it a possibility now? But
Well,
I'm gonna say no, like, because I don't think we could 3D print a battery and it actually work. Because even if we had the metal or something like that, like we still like there's a lack of energy going from this to that.
right. And there's a lot of precision on surface-mounted circuit boards. That's
Yeah.
something I don't think a printer can do right now. But I'm not going to say, there's machines out now which can, get the parts and assemble it. And I think 3D printers will do a lot in that field of helping assemble it, not
Mm-hmm.
actually, you know, it's like 3D printers can help
Any,
the truck make pans, but not the egg, if that makes
Yeah.
all right. So, got a question. What
sense.
can you make out of 3D printer? Because last only thing I've ever seen was a plastic.
Right.
Them using
That's,
plastic to make something with a 3D printer.
that's
Can you use other materials?
You can. Well, someone's made a chocolate 3D printer that melts chocolate,
Okay.
and that it's
What?
really cool. It's a
Where
chocolate
is
3D
that and can
printer.
I get one?
Go on
Like,
YouTube. I think you have to buy a real printer, but there's a bunch of mods you have to do. It's like buying a car, but strip it all down so you can make it a motorcycle. It's super janky, but I don't know. So metals can work, but no one can afford a metal printer. So it's like a high end thing. Also, not a lot of um, uh, employers, no, not a lot of businesses trust 3D printed parts. It's a relatively new technology,
hmm
and it's not really been used with metal because it's been used everywhere with plastic. It makes sense, but you can use metal, and that's as far as I know. You can do carbon fiber, wood. You can. It's a plastic infused with wood dust. So it's a pretty cool mixture, but you can't print. Maybe, maybe you
that
can
would
print
be
wood.
cool.
I know,
Like,
but
do you get like the wood, like you know how wood looks when you like make something out of it? Does it still have that design, or is it all just the same color with wood?
it's okay. It's that's a hard question, because you can't get that look of the spiral. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But what you can get is the shine, the color. Just go on YouTube and look up wood 3D prints.
Like what I
They're
mean is
cool.
like when you see a chair and like say here, I'm just gonna pick this chair up. Like you see how you get like the lines and stuff on it?
Yeah,
And
it
you get
doesn't
like
have
the
lines. It doesn't have lines, but it has the color.
uh
You know, and it looks really good. Because the whole point is to make something that wood can't. You know what I mean? Like for
mhm.
for example, what's something you can't make with wood? Maybe
A computer.
yeah, a computer. That would be cool, actually. That would be really cool. A wood 3D.
Yeah.
That would be actually. I'm gonna work on that.
I'm wondering,
Like you can
okay,
make like
this
a
might be
wood
a slightly off
cover, but you
topic,
get like
but like what if you so you know how like I don't know how to show you this without closing my laptop. Okay, let's see.
Figure out that.
Can you see it? So this little thing right here, like this is the like like the keyboard. If this like if I took this apart, then the motherboard would be inside, like everything like that.
mhm.
Okay.
The keyboard, the keys, everything like that. I'm wondering if somebody got a strong enough wood, even when it's thin, would that work? Like if to use it as a cover to just like I
Is
don't
Would
know how to
be
explain this.
cool.
Or
uh,
for
the body of
example,
it?
yeah, like okay, it's like my phone, right? Like if I came here and I melted this and took this off, I could see the insides of my phone.
Okay.
This piece that I'm able to take off to see the rest of the inside, that nothing is actually connected to it. If I took that off and
Do you
replaced it
mean
with a
like this
wood one,
piece?
Yeah.
no, but I see what you're saying.
Like where you can see everything behind it.
Oh
My
yeah,
hand's still
that
on.
piece. Do you have
But
an
like
iPhone? Because that should not be possible.
huh?
That must either that's a really old Samsung or that is an iPhone.
This is a Samsung. It
I
is
oh, that is so alarming. I don't know. How are you able to do that? Like,
It's
All
an
right,
older
all right,
version.
all right.
so my this might be slightly off topic, but I
You
got to
can't
see
see
my
it.
phone taken apart.
You see that part right there? You take
It's,
it.
it's an older version.
Yeah, I don't. I think it only works
almost
with an
don't
older
know.
version. Yeah, that is pretty neat though.
Yeah, I got my.
Oh
They still
man.
make them. It's just they're older. People don't like.
All right, 10-minute warning, ladies and gents. See, okay, so it's the older thing. So mine, I got to see it taken apart because I cracked the screen, and so I got to see it taken apart. And the guy, like, he comes to your house, and well,
What?
this is just for me, I guess. I don't know. I'm special, you
I'm
know.
special.
I'm special.
I
Yeah.
guess if you live in
So he
Ginnerton,
had
all of a sudden everything's special for you.
so basically what he did is he literally took a blowtorch, put it up to my phone and melted all of this and like he didn't tear it off, but like he was
Wow.
able to get under it and pick this up.
Right.
So yeah, and I thought that was blew my mind. He was like, if you have any
It's
questions, let me know.
brilliant.
And I'm like, you just blew my mind. How can I have any questions? I have a million, like, you know.
Right.
And so I got to like to see the guts of it and stuff, and I thought it was so cool. Now iPhone is different, see, because everything is
Yeah.
connected to that back piece. Nothing's connected to the screen, and that's why people with iPhones, their screens crack easier.
Okay.
He told me himself. He said, "Oh, yeah, all of my colleagues and I, there's 4 of us that do this. They have their own little business thing." He's like, "Yeah, we're all real big phone geeks because we take them apart for a living, and we all have Samsungs." And it was like
Actually, so
proof that Samsung was better.
from what I've heard, the reason why Samsung is very popular among people who are like
Older? Say it,
not so
Tiffany.
much
Say
older,
it.
but people who are in like say if they do anything to do with like program computers, anything to do with like that side, like even engineering and stuff, we those people tend to enjoy the customization that you can do on your phone. Like Samsung, they literally have icons. Like you can change make
Blue.
your
I
icons
mean,
look like
it's
anything.
blue. What more could I want? It's blue. Like, it's blue. No, but I mean, when people,
But yeah, like I say my phone for instance, I'm able to customize almost anything possibly on this phone. While with iPhone, you can only customize to a point.
what
But
I tell
for
people
people who
is,
don't care to customize all that much, they don't care, so they don't need to. They're more worried about other things that the iPhone or Apple can give.
so what I tell people when they ask me, why do you like Samsung better? Why do you choose Samsung? I tell them, Samsung put time into developing their software, into developing
Yes.
the programming
Okay.
and everything like that. And iPhone is simplistic. So for your simplistic mind, you like iPhone better because your brain can't grasp so many things at once. And I say it dead-heartedly, straight-faced
You're
every
so
time.
rude.
It's not rude.
Okay,
It's just the
so the way
fact.
my
Like,
dad said is, so if you've noticed something, I've noticed it with the past few models of Samsung that come out. All right, Samsung will come out with a new phone, and then like a couple months later, iPhone comes out with a new phone with the same exact upgrades.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Samsung creates this new thing, like 3 cameras. Whoa, Samsung! Then iPhone comes out like 4 months later with a phone with 3 cameras.
I will say,
Dude.
Samsung's 3-camera phone looks way better than
Oh yeah,
whatever iPhone was trying to do because I still do not
Okay.
understand it. It looks
Okay, so the way
terrible.
Samsung does is they have like it's all in like a line. iPhone like sitting here does like they have that camera there, camera there, camera there, and it's like, dude, what?
Yeah. All right. Back to 3D printing. Anyways, so
Sorry.
do you
That's double
think?
effect right there.
Yeah, little Samsung versus iPhone.
We should do
So
that one day.
so I've seen people 3D print like the sole of a shoe. And so the way that it was done, it was like it wasn't just like a block. It was like webbed to where like it had
Right.
like kind of that memory foam like copycat kind of vibe. And
Right.
it had a vibe. And I thought that was like so cool, like that they were able to like get that from plastic. Now, here's a question that I have for you, Brandon. Plastic, big problem.
Oh, you're one of those. I'm just kidding.
No, man. No, I'm
I was
not.
kidding.
Here. Okay. Like, I understand, like, thin plastic. Like,
Savannah, you were the one that said when the one teacher had the baby, you were the one that said, great.
oh, great.
60
60
something.
tons of carbon being released into the air because you had a baby. No offense to anybody. Have a child if you want one. But personally,
We just hate that teacher in general, so
so it kind of gave me
Whatever she does.
leverage. Gave me leverage. Also, she doesn't watch our videos. Another reason why I hate her, and she'll never know because she doesn't watch our videos.
I'm not going to say
I
that.
have one finger for you. Read between the lines.
That's clever. I like that. Okay.
watch
Family
Savannah. She's
friendly.
gonna start watching our videos next year. Watch it, and she's gonna see this episode. And
Once we get big.
you know what? If you're watching this right now, you know who you are. You know who Savannah's talking about. You know it's you. I'm sorry, and I was not a part of it.
We are sorry. If you're seeing this in the future, please keep on giving us good grades.
If you see it in the future, I've changed my mind.
Earn grades for us.
That's the attitude, Savannah. I've changed my mind in the future. Yeah.
It's the future. I probably
Alright.
changed my mind.
I know we have got 3 next year, but after that we won't have her. So if you see this before next year, which you know you'll probably be able to see in the video when the date was.
Hopefully she'll still be on maternity
I
leave.
didn't mean-
Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha.
Oh, this is
Well, I don't know.
all
This
right.
is
What
thrilling.
was the question? What was the question again?
3. Oh. So plastic.
Okay, right. This says it's eco-friendly.
Okay. Eco-friendly plastic.
I don't know. what
Melted
that
down water bottles.
means. I don't know if that means.
Actually, most water bottles are made out of reusable plastic. It's
Cool.
just like the plastic that we throw away at once we use it. Because plastic, if we use plastic right, it's not actually that bad, and it's durable, and it will last a long time. And it just takes another couple of decades to decompose with something that can decompose a lot quicker.
Right.
Even more than a couple of decades. But like,
It's true. Air, airsoft. You know, like the plastic little BBs.
oh yeah,
They
I
say
know what you're talking about.
eco-friendly only. I love Savannah's just dissing her whole family right now.
Mine too. Okay, so I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but my dad, we have a bunch of airsoft guns, and we use them, and I wish we could reuse the pellets, but that would ruin the gun itself. But anyways, we got the metal airsoft guns. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So there's this place where you can the shooting range that we're not allowed to go to because our guns are too powerful for them.
Wow.
It sucks. And you know where Cedar Creek is?
Yeah, I go there. That's my place.
I've gone there multiple times.
My brother is
and I
blackmailing
never
me
got
with Kit
shot
Kat.
until I had to go to the bathroom. I hold that standard up, and I'm proud of it. The only time I got shot was when I was trying to get out.
Oh, are we talking? Wait. Are we talking about airsoft? Okay. Have you guys ever played paintball gun? Paintball.
Paintball?
Best freaking game ever. Like, it's real. It's action. Like, action packed, man.
Airsoft's the same thing, only you don't walk out of the arena with bruises all over you.
But see, I
just
want the
walk out
bruises.
with-
Those are battle scars that are only temporary. Okay?
Temporary battle scars.
Temporary battle scars. That's what I want. I
Actually,
want to
I
go to
gotta
school and
say,
people be
that
like,
was
what's that on
very
your arm? Be
powerful.
like,
That is,
we're just
and
flexing,
bees
you
were
know,
stuck
flexing
in
too
the
much.
skin. So it can be brutal depending on how powerful your airsoft gun is.
Man, it's worth it. Okay, BB guns, those hurt. Mm-mm.
Oh, they're horrible. They use metal pellets.
Yeah, they're metal. They're metal.
Airsoft uses
Andrew-
plastic, so it.
Andrew's talking to me about BB guns and stuff like that. He's like, "Oh yeah, it won't hurt you. Nah, man, it won't like kill you, but like
So that's
it will go
talking
into
about
your
airsoft.
skin." And I
Yeah,
was like,
BB guns won't kill you, but they hurt.
"But they will go into your skin," is what he
We
said
should
to
probably
me.
do the outro before we're cut off.
Oh yeah, we have less than a minute. All right,
We're back.
we were never gone. What do you mean?
What? With the power of editing, we were sitting all together.
1 second later, you know.
I gotta find it again. So I have no idea how powerful his gun is, but he shot me close range, which isn't allowed, with his gun, and it left a dang
I
scar.
been shot close range with the airsoft gun. Okay, so Brandon, you know like the machine ones?
Can't get that's bad quality. Well, I'll try to find something on my computer. I got a good image of it on my computer. The machine one.
Do you take
All right.
pictures of all your battle
So my
skies?
brother got like this machine, his first machine airsoft gun, because we had like the pistols, and
Okay.
he shot me 3 times. He got my hand like here, here, and here,
Oh,
and
That
he got
sounds
me
like
behind my
Lyle.
neck because I was trying to run away, and he was
oh,
still shooting me. It was the best day of my life because because I was already shot. I got to shoot him back. I love my dad's parenting.
That's funny.
only fair. Only fair.
Though he was lucky. He got to be patted. I wasn't.
On the topic of Lyle, this boy is crazy. He jumped in a pool that was 53 degrees.
Oh yeah, he does that.
You do that sometimes. Strange,
Strange man, strange man.
man. I got my gun. I shot my friends.
Wait, I got a
It's only
question.
normal.
So with all the social distancing and stuff, will Cedar Creek be able to open up? Because one, you're supposed to be 15 feet away from each other to shoot each other in airsoft because of how powerful these
But
guns
like,
are.
think if you're on a team. Like, think if you're on a team though. Like, if you're not doing
You can
PvP.
still do the 6 feet apart distance. You don't need to be right beside someone on a team. This is war, not this is not a friendly hangout. We're like shooting each other,
I've been
getting
in
each
close
other out.
quarters with guys. That sounds really wrong, but it only if you take it out of context. Uh, I don't think they will because there's a lot of there's a 3 foot barrier and you all gotta hide behind it so you don't get shot. So I don't
Oh,
think that's gonna be there yet. Plus, there's
then
smokers.
again,
That's
then
fucking
again, if you're in the whole arena, you don't have to be behind the same barrier.
true.
Dad who hides underneath a fallen tree with brush over it.
Maybe they'll limit people. That'd be cool. Like only 10 people in the whole field, so 5 on each team. That would be something to consider. If
Yeah,
you
like
gotta turn.
I'm not saying that they're gonna let like how many people were on our team. So when my church group went with our airsoft guns, which I gotta say, I'm very
Your church
disappointed in
group
some of
went.
those guys. Huh?
Your church went to Cedar Creek.
Yep.
That
Our
is
pastor was there too.
fight for Jesus.
Yeah, he was making a joke saying, "Yeah, guys, do you see all these guys here? Doesn't it remind you of putting on the armor of for God and stuff." And he started talking about that. But anyways, um, it was kind of funny because you saw a bunch. All right, you saw me, my dad, and my brother. Then you saw, ooh, that looks painful.
Oh.
Can I go over one? That thing still has a scar. I just have bad quality.
Oh.
There it is.
And
Nasty.
that, guys, is why you do not stand within. If you
Yeah.
have anything, you need to know how powerful this airsoft gun is.
Dude, he's got to learn not to panic when you're right next to him. You know what I mean? He just, you know what I mean? I was, oh, mother.
In paintball, I think I went with a couple of friends once, and now these are like little girls. Like, they're my age, but they act a lot younger, and I don't want to be rude, but petty.
A little girl.
And like, no,
I know
my
both.
age, my height. Oh no, don't hit me. Like
Girly
you
problem.
touch them, and it's like, it's
Okay. All
a
right.
little sensitive, I don't know how to put that
And that is
nicely.
why.
I don't blame them for it, but
All right.
so we didn't have enough, like, so we had too many people for one team. So I got put on a team with like 3 other random people. I don't have a problem with it. We're same team, man. Same team. Let's go. You know? And so I was like, "Oh, hey, Bella," which was like one of my friends. And she was on the opposite team. And she immediately, "Oh my gosh," like super like spaz, you know? Like,
Right.
and it scared the heck out of me because she just pulled the trigger and let it go. Like, and I was right next to her. Yeah, so that left some bruises on my ribs, especially the one that had already been broken. But that's on
Wow.
me. So, it was fun though. I enjoyed it. And that's what I talk about when I say not so permanent battle scars.
Yeah, I'll stick to airsoft
Yeah.
So,
for
I,
now.
for now. Yeah, maybe. I don't like paintball because I don't want to ruin my gear and stuff like that. But
Nah, man,
paintball,
I
come
think it looks
on.
cool. I think it looks cool. Paint
Okay.
randomly
Actually,
splattered.
All right, so while we're at it,
actually,
can I complain about some of these boys who have never messed with airsoft guns? Because, all right, so these are nice airsoft guns. There's metal. They're like a couple $100. Some of them are more. And these boys, these small
Tiffany's
boys,
about to pop up.
oh, yay. Yeah, Tiffany.
They think it's like
Go.
Nerf guns. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Bro,
She
right?
won't
They're
get
not
hurt.
small boys. Like they were older than me. Yet I somehow
oh,
knew
hold
more
on.
than them about this stuff. And they all looked at me like the girl of the group. It was nice.
I
It
play
was fun.
basketball with those fools. I play basketball with those idiots. There's a reason my name is Rebound
Okay,
Queen. Let me
you
tell
don't
you.
put the part that shoots out the BBs on the ground, because then you'll get mud inside it and then it
Yeah.
won't shoot. Okay? So that's why you don't put the part that shoots out the stuff on the ground, into the ground, and
Right.
lean on it.
Tell them, Tiffany.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
I remember.
Sure, these amateur, then again, that's an amateur thing to do, and I'm pretty sure Brandon knows not to do things like that.
Yeah.
Or at least he
it's-
does now.
Yeah, at least I do now. Oh, yes. Oh, Tyler,
Then
yeah.
again, I was the one that got lectured, told that if I broke a gun ever, that I would be the one paying for it. When I did that when I was about like 8 or 9. So,
Oh, you got mud in
I,
it? You did that?
huh?
You got the mud in it?
When I was like about 8 or 9, that was my brother's gun, so it didn't matter. As long as it wasn't mine, I'm good. Was my thought process then. But then I figured out later that if he can't play, then who am I going to play with? That isn't dad, and you don't want to play with dad because it's not fair.
John Wick. Oh, dude. I remember.
So I gotta say, I've gotten my dad's skills at hiding, and so my old house before I lived in the one here
Okay.
I'm in now, we had like woods beside us, and it just continued on after it left our property line. And since nobody like goes into their property, we kind of pushed our airsoft arena back a little while. Pretty much Dad says, as long as you don't go past that creek, you're good.
That's got to be a pretty decent battlefield.
Yeah, it was amazing. We made a bunch of. There's this dude that's probably going to go to his property and see a bunch of bases on it, and it's like, whoa, where did this come from?
What the? Why?
That's
I
funny.
remember. I remember.
And because the creek had like this like earth-made bridge, and that bridge has a hole in it because Lau didn't tell me that it wasn't sturdy, and I fell through it and my leg got stuck, and I started screaming for help. And my brother and his friend crosses the bridge and doesn't help me and run to the house and leave me behind. And then I fell through it.
Boys
And I
will
was
be
like,
boys.
shoot, how do I get out? I eventually got out. Dad asked me where I was and said I missed dinner. It was all right.
Oh man, did anyone look for you? Or did your brother
Yeah,
just
my
say,
brother knew
"Oh, we
exactly
got
where it was. He didn't want my family to know where I am. Yeah, I told Dad about it, and he just laughed it off.
you"?
Well, now I look back and laughed at it because like I could have clearly gotten out a lot quicker. I was just being a scared little kid
Right. Anyone
at
would be
that.
in a situation like
Honestly,
that.
yeah.
Oh my
When
god.
you're scared, you don't do anything to help yourself. Your survival instincts go, where
Yeah.
were they? I could have clearly been to dinner 30 minutes earlier and not sat there for an hour screaming for help.
Oh, oh man. I remember I was playing airsoft. There was this like 4-year-old. I don't know how old, but it was surely young, like Nerf little. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Still plays with Nerf. I got my gun, 2 days ago. Not right now, but like 2 days prior to that game, I got my gun. He was like, "All right, I think you're old enough to own one of these." And she's this little kid walking around, bigger than a hiking backpack. All right, small, like about that size. All right, full gear. I'm like, what the? And I don't want to shoot
Like
him. You know?
these people, these people who are very serious in airsoft look like they're getting ready to walk into war. It's
Dude, I hate those
hilarious.
people. I hate those people. They're acting like real military soldiers. I mean, they're like, oh yeah, here's my zip. Dude, I hate those guys so much.
They have
Kinda
like two
cringe. It's
pistols
kinda
and there's
cringe.
these pockets. They have like a whole belt of
Oh,
like
they have patches. They're like, all right, do this.
they have their like big.
Like, dude, stop playing Call of Duty, all right? this, this is a fun little game. This is grown up Nerf, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really want to fight, go and serve.
All it is, that's all it
Veterans,
is.
The three of us
veterans.
should go to see your creek this
Veterans, mad
summer.
respect, but like otherwise, get out of here.
Otherwise,
Too
So
serious.
it's fun when you are that person, but without all the extra stuff. Because that was me with a bunch of boys from church who didn't know what they were doing.
I feel like a nice operator. Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
I was a pro disguised as a girl was thought to not been able to do anything.
I'm sure you've obliterated me, and I know who you were, and I'm just like, who's this? Ah, geez. I was.
Oh yeah, they didn't know what was coming at them.
Oh, geez. I'm sure I was obliterated by you.
There was like, all right, so this was at my house where I've talked about where we like the woods, and there's like this big lot where you know that pile of wood that just gets set out there. That I was hiding in there, and I was just sitting there going after them.
Wait. Oh, to say something. This auto can turn into a playset. Yeah. What, what
Okay,
is
I'll
it?
just tell you. 20% recycled plastic.
Back on our. I want to. Tiffany drinks our water. What is it? What is it? Is that bottle recycled? What does it say on it?
Yeah, it
Yes,
says.
it is recyclable, but it's also filled with plastic, microplastic, like all other water bottles. Shout out
That's
to
what you
Discounting
found.
Water Theory. You should watch the video. You'll never drink bottled water again, except for us.
Then it's up to the whole family.
I'm sorry, man. They're all.
Bro, I understand. I'm Italian. I get it.
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
Irish. It doesn't get any better. Let me tell you. I'm German.
I'm Irish.
It doesn't get any better. They're all talking about potatoes.
Native
Potatoes.
American, Native American.
Yeah.
List
Honestly.
can go on.
Whenever-
Let's just say I'm
whenever
a
I-
mutt of world races.
Yeah. Bro, whenever I go and visit family that's not from here, they never stop talking. It never ends. Like, no offense, love you, but it is hilarious. Like, it's just. Oh, really? You go to school? Like,
Live in
Oh,
Then again, I don't have family who don't live in the U.S., but some of them, I'm not going to say which side of the family, but some of them, I just walk up into the same room as them. I'm like, I'm related to these people.
I understand that. I
Mhm.
understand that.
100%, man. 100%.
Like, there's one side of the family compared to my two parents that I relate with more than the other. And that other one, I like, no offense to them. I have nothing against them. It's just
Right.
sometimes I wonder, because I feel like I have nothing in common with
Mm,
them except for like 2 or 3 people.
Spinny chairs are
right.
too much fun, man.
Oh,
I gotta tell you.
I
I'm just
tell you.
having a play day over
I'll get
here.
a spinny chair.
Yeah, I mean, my family, like, it's very heavy on one side. Like, one side is full of people. Like, we're talking hundreds at family
Wow.
reunions. And then on the other side, we're talking like 2 people.
Oh,
Yeah, it's really funny. My mom, only child. Dad, 5 siblings. So
yeah.
it's a little hectic, but I mean, I don't like being around people, but like being around my family, like the like 500 people side, people that aren't from here, like don't live in America, live in Germany or live in England and like Australia and crap like that, and then they come
Do they
here.
have really
First off,
cool accents?
their accents are phenomenal. Like I don't want them to ever stop talking, and they don't. So it's a win-win situation sometimes, except when they go into money and America and presidents and
Uh,
politics. That let me go to sleep. Like I don't know what to do, Let me take a
So I
nap.
gotta say, when other countries complain about, all right, for me, it's one thing when you see an American complaining about their president. Another thing if you hear another country complaining about your president.
I mean, it's not complaints. It's a lot of questioning. It's like, what's up with that? What's he doing? How's he doing? What he said recently? Like, how's the campaigns
uh,
going? Stuff like that. It's like I guess it's like a
that's kind
catching
of
up thing.
weird.
I mean, like
Right.
it's weird. Like I'm always like, why are you
For me,
interested? But they're like, we're here, so
I guess
why
it's
not
being
find out?
considerate. Right.
yeah. Well, for me, when it hears like other countries when they ask about our president, I feel like it's a lot different because they know the person that's running their country a lot better. But they're in a smaller country. Like if you like most of there's a lot of other countries in the world that are the size of North Carolina itself, and
Mm,
like we got a state bigger than your country, so we don't know our president as well as your country probably will.
mhm.
I feel
Yeah.
like they get to know their government a lot more personally than we do because there's 50 states,
Yeah,
and
we don't see
and
it.
like a couple of those states aren't even a part of the big cluster of us.
Sure.
England's pretty easy. They just got one like queen, and then there's the royal family and all that crap. I
Well,
like
even
hearing
then,
about
they're
the
a
royal family.
democracy.
They are democracy, but we
Dude,
are
also,
too.
Prince Harry and
They're like a democracy
Prince Harry
monarchy,
and
I think.
Princess Meghan. Oh yes,
is,
of
is there
Well,
not
she's
course.
not a princess
following?
anymore.
Uh,
She
Yeah, technically she's not a
yeah.
princess. Well,
they cut ties with the royal family.
whoa,
So
whoa, whoa. They didn't cut ties. They're taking a break. They moved somewhere else, which is mind-boggling.
okay, so my thing with that, all right, Megan,
She's
you knew
American,
what you were getting yourself into. You married someone of the royal family.
married a prince.
Yeah, you married a prince. You got the
You
Cinderella story.
physically are living the like little princess girl dream. You
Yeah, but
married a
it's England.
prince, and then you cut ties with all the people that have the money.
It's England.
You
Move on
cut
to
ties
the.
with the people that could say like give you guys protection.
Free
Now you don't have
protection.
any. Now you got to pay for it yourself.
Here's the thing. I think the little, I might be mistaken, but the little girl dreams to be princess of like a kingdom and not England. No one likes England.
Yeah.
We want to be princess of England. Maybe a princess of another.
Like, I understand that the whole
I agree.
princess
I
dream
agree.
is a lot different than what the reality is, but still, like, if all you have to do is go to charities and
That's
talk,
true. Yeah, you don't gotta take your trash out.
I think
You know what I mean?
I think it's really interesting, and I personally don't understand why they cut ties. I understand maybe it was a lot of pressure on them to in the public eye and stuff like that, and maybe like their entire wedding was broadcasted live, which seems really cool. But when you think about it, I don't think it makes it as intimate as being able to like physically go. Like how some people like have it's literally just them, and then they'll have like their parents or maybe a couple to like attest, because you do have to have somebody there. But like a lot of people have like smaller weddings because it's more intimate. It's like it's it's a I feel like it's a bigger deal then. Like if you
Right.
invite 500 people to your wedding, I get it if you have a big family, 100% respect that, and you want your family there. But I think like they invited a lot of people, especially a lot of people from America. Um,
So I
and
kind of gotta say, when it comes to like royal weddings and stuff, when you're talking about a royal wedding, you expect there's a lot of traditions and regulations with that. If Meghan really wanted a small wedding, she shouldn't have married a prince. So that's just a
I
thing.
100% disagree with that, though. I think you fall in love with who you fall in love with, or fall
Yeah,
in
but
love.
still, she wasn't gonna get the small
How did we
wedding
get
no matter what.
from 3D printing to this?
Airsoft, we said something about family
Family.
from other countries.
Yeah.
Then we got into government with different countries and our government and how the size of your country is a lot different to England, being a monarch, to Meghan Markle. Really long
This is
rabbit
lovely.
trail.
This is
A longer podcast have more sections. All right,
yeah.
simple as that.
Again, I
Speaking of
said you're not my child.
been a long time. All right.
Did you guys hear what Dad said?
Oh,
Yes. He's funny.
Savannah, you heard it, right?
yeah, that was good. That's your
Geez,
dad. Let me tell you, that is your dad.
That's all right. We want to call it off for today's
All
show.
right, yeah.
All right, yeah.
We talked about a lot.
Yeah, Meghan Markle,
All right.
man. Meghan Markle.
Pretty much we can sum it up with 3D printing, airsoft, and then government.
Government and family.
Foreign exchanges.
Foreign exchange.
Exchanges.
It's been a hot minute since I've done an outro. I'm gonna pull up the script. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, good luck pulling up the script.
All right,
Hey.
you two. That's right.
Yeah.
Take it away, guys.
All right. Oh no, you can get in
So
that.
thanks
I think
for
somebody
watching,
ended
No,
it.
no, I want no.
Are you
You
sure?
do the outro.
You have to
'Cause
wink at the right parts. You have to wink.
No, you guys wink.
No, you wink.
You.
Thank you guys for
You.
watching. Please
Different
comment,
different guys.
leave a like,
Yeah, you heard her. Yeah.
be safe. Don't leave your house, even though we probably are.
I mean, you kind of have to sometimes. But thanks you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the podcast. Make sure you subscribe for more.
And we have Brandon back.
And Brandon's back.
Guys.
Subscribe and like, comment. Let us know what you think.
Please
Alright.
comment though. Comment.
Comment. Let
Yeah.
us know. Get the feedback.
All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you.